Okay guys, let's roll. Do you like the image? We're back in Piddington, that little English village that's about to be colonised. The inhabitants replaced. What are they up to? Well, take a look at the image I've created. I claim credit for the phrase Piddington 5-1. Why Piddington 5-1? Well, I was thinking about Hawaii 5-0, a TV series about the 50th state of America, Hawaii 5-0. So I'm saying Piddington 5-1, the 51st state of the United States of America. What am I talking about? Listen up and I'll tell you. Right, let's have a look what we did before. I made a video, didn't I? I called it Passport to Piddington. That was a play on the Ealing comedy film Passport to Pimlico with Margaret Rutherford. At the time I just thought it was one of those typically English stories, a little bit too daft to be true. It was where Piddington, this tiny Oxfordshire village, gets fed up and starts muttering about independence, didn't they? And before you knew it, we were all imagining a border post on the edge of the parish, a customs at the edge, and a guy in an Ivy's jacket saying, "Purpose of your visit, sir." And then it turned out the people of Piddington were not entirely joking, were they? If anything, the stories got even better, even funnier, with a serious aspect to it. What started it is a row over a proposal involving Site A of the former Bicester Garrison between Piddington and Upper Arncott. Yeah. The Home Office, ignoring the wishes of the local people, is considering using the site to house asylum seekers, settlers if you like, yeah. Settlers they are, colonisers, replacers, as part of its wider effort to reduce the use of hotels. Well, it's not just reducing the use of hotels, is it? It's to ensure that all of the United Kingdom is fully colonised. Armies of young men, regiment size, in all our towns, cities and villages. Yeah. Anyhow, according to the information that's been reported, the site will hold up to 1,250 of these new people, these young, fit, fighting age men. It's a lot, isn't it, when you think about it? If you remember though, Piddington only has a population of around about 350 to 370 residents. They'd be outnumbered 4-1. There's nothing there, absolutely nothing. One thing's for sure, all these young men arriving are going to want women, and I should imagine they're not going to care how young or how old they are. Oh dear. So I think you can see why the villagers might have looked at that Passport to Pimlico film, come up with a passport to Piddington, and thought, well, hold on a minute, there's going to be more people in the camp than in our village. Of course, I think what really annoyed the locals was that they weren't consulted. The council wasn't consulted. Cherwell District Council says it was not properly consulted beforehand. And I think really that's the big issue here, the main issue, isn't it? And it applies to all of the United Kingdom. We were never asked, we were never consulted. And if we'd been asked, we would have said no, we don't want it. But it's what the WEF, the globalists, want, isn't it? And they don't give a toss what the British people want. All they want is their way. So, power, not just about immigration or colonization, is it? It's about local people as well, feeling that decisions being made over their heads by people somewhere else, and then handed down as a done deal. Back in July, not so long ago, the village held a vote. Uh, it was reported that 96% of the village voted to leave Britain. Well, that wasn't quite the neatest way of putting it. What actually happened was that around 96% voted in favour of proceeding with an independence referendum. So they didn't actually have a referendum on leaving, but they did have a vote on whether they should proceed with an independence referendum. So they haven't actually left or seceded from the United Kingdom. They haven't formed a government, issued passports and started demanding visas from neighbouring villages. Although I got to be honest, the idea of someone from Bicester being stopped at the border and asked if they have anything to declare would be quite funny, wouldn't it? No, but what they have done now is they're saying that they're probably going to have a symbolic referendum on the 15th of September. So what was originally a protest is now starting to take on a life of its own. I just had a message flash up to me. I think it was posted by one of the Green Arrows over on our Discord channel. I couldn't find out who posted it. I thought I've got to check up on it to find out if it's true. And it was. I wasn't being wound up at all. Apparently, if Piddington does vote for independence, there's talk of asking to become part of America. USA, United States of America, land of the brave, home of the free. I don't doubt it's the land of the brave. I wouldn't say it's the home of the free, nor with the control that that place in the Middle East exerts over its politics. So I wouldn't say it's land of the free. Home of the brave, possibly. Anyhow, so they're now talking not only about independence, not only about leaving Britain, but potentially trying to become the 51st state of the United States. Couldn't make it up, could I? Like I said, Piddington 5-1. I like it. Comes to summit, doesn't it, guys? A little Oxfordshire village that nobody knew existed, somewhere near a place called Bicester, that I didn't know existed, with stars and stripes fluttering over the village hall. Somebody grilling burgers on the green. Parish council discussing whether Piddington should celebrate Thanksgiving. Some of the older residents saying about the American station there. What did they say about the Americans? Oversexed, overpaid, and overyear. And what did the Americans say about the British in the Second World War? Undersexed, underpaid, and under us. Yeah. Oh dear. I wonder if they were giving out nylon stockings and chocolate bars. Can you imagine the local fete? Instead of clotted cream, cakes and tea, it'll be apple pie, marching bands, people shouting, God bless Piddington, Oxfordshire, USA. Oh dear. Nah, this is a symbolic protest, but it's a serious one really, isn't it? Because it's fairly obvious they can't just vote themselves out of Britain. Otherwise every village in the United Kingdom would be voting to opt out from this government, from under these globalists. Although you don't know with Donald Trump, do you? You don't know what Donald Trump would do. Piddington might put the idea in his head. I mean, they can't say that they're going to be the 51st state and expect President Trump to appear on the village green shaking hands. But you don't know with Donald Trump, do you? You might think actually Piddington would be a good place for a golf course. I'd like to see that. The sun god landing in Piddington. Oh, they must be frustrated though, guys. The local people. Frustrated. Perhaps even scared. The thoughts of all those young men descending on them. Today, out shopping, in the middle of nowhere, up a Welsh valley, I was just amazed at the numbers of newcomers. The different shades of colours. Diversity, real diversity. Pushing their trolleys, stacked with goods, dragging their children along behind them, paying with credit cards, probably government issued. Yeah, oh yeah. This valley looks more and more like the Khyber Pass every day. You English, don't think about escaping to Wales or my part of Wales. There's nothing here. Two escape routes, north and south. Or you could try climbing over the mountain if you can get past those bloody brambles. Yeah, I know we're having a laugh, but it's serious, isn't it? We've been ignored. Piddington's been ignored. The entire country's been ignored. Will the protest do any good? Will Westminster listen? I doubt it. The Home Office says they're still proceeding. And I think someone had said that they've actually started work on the site and that the contractors have already been brought in. Anyhow, Piddington's certainly on the map now, isn't it? Right up there with Pimlico. Oh, that European country, what was it? The mouse that roared? Can't remember the name of it. A tiny little country in Central Europe that declared war on America. And they went and invaded them with archers. Peter Sellers, the late great Peter Sellers. I think Piddington's a symbol now of what's happening to the rest of the United Kingdom, isn't it? Typically English eccentricity, of course. So, where are we at? I guess I'll make this video title Passport to Piddington Part 2. Last time we went to Piddington, they were talking about passports. Oh dear. No passports, custom posts. Independence isn't enough for Piddington now. They don't just want to be independent, they want to be Oxford. Be Piddington, Oxfordshire, USA. Oh well. I don't know how much time we've got left, guys. We haven't got a lot of time left looking at the state of this valley. Seriously, we haven't. My wife is concerned that I'm going to be getting myself into trouble. I shall have to be careful. You've been listening to Paul Morris, the Green Arrow, saying, aim high, vote low, restore Britain, follow the bear. See you on the next one.